Hey, it's Clay. Welcome to another League of Legends video. This time I wanted to do a follow-up on a video that I did earlier on how Riot can improve matchmaking. And I had in that idea kind of a thought that I read, and I think it was a Reddit post, about including some sort of way where you can indicate a desired or preferred role that you want to play before you get into the game. And it looks like Riot read my mind. I'm sure that they've been working on this long before I'm sure my video they didn't even watch. But this team builder is a perfect follow-up. If you don't want to know, I will include the link below in the comment section to this thread posted by Riot Light, who is one sweet dude. And they're working on a new team builder, which is I'm not. You can read through all this if you want, but my understanding, I've read pretty much the entire thread. There's 93 Riot posts. Those are pretty much the only ones that I read because they're the only ones that are really important. But the basic idea is that if this will be a separate queue. So like right now, you can go to 5v5, Summoner's Rift. You can choose to do normal match. You got draft pick, you've got rank queue, you got all those different choices. This will be just another option that you can choose to go into team builder. And then once you enter team builder queue, you can choose one of two roles. One would be the kind of the mastermind, or the I don't remember exactly what their terminology is, but the person who is just kind of overarching everything, who is creating the team. And then you've got the individuals the other four other people who are getting teamed up with kind of this head honcho. But the idea is that if you are, let's say that you want to go into queue, and they said it right here, let's say you just want to play Renekton today. So for me, let's say all I want to do is play Ezreal AD carry. So I would go into team builder and I would indicate that I want to play Ezreal, marksman, bot lane. And then I would be queued up with people I would be queued up with a head honcho who is looking for a marksman bot lane. But then if you want to do some sort of something else, let's say you are a little bit less picky and all you want to do is play Zed, and you don't really care where you play him. You just want to play Zed in any lane. Then you can indicate that, and you can, be matched up with somebody who is also looking for that. So it kind of takes this idea where instead of going into champ select and you have to use the chat to work with your teammates to figure out some sort of role or strategy, they're using the tools to kind of pre-slot people who want to play a certain type of champion or a certain role or something with these matchmaking kind of head honcho guys who want to create a team with that individual person. So overall, I think this is very exciting, and there are a lot of really strong strengths that this provides. And one of the big concerns and objections that was raised in the comment section below of my previous video, and something that's been a part of this discussion for a long time, is the idea that Riot doesn't want to enforce a strict meta. That the idea of the meta being solo fighter top, AP mage mid, tankiest jungler, AD carry bot matched with a support. That as a meta is kind of the norm, and if Riot includes some sort of system that enforces that, then it won't really allow the game to grow or change in any meaningful way. And that could be a problem. But with this, it actually very, very smartly, very cleverly allows for that, because so the person who is setting this all up, I really wish I knew, like the organizer. I think I'm going to call them the organizer. So if the organizer, if they want to do something crazy, they can. Let's say you want to run a double jungle. If you're organizing, you can actually set up a game that says, okay, I want a fighter top, I want an assassin mid, I want another fighter in the bot lane, and then you want two junglers. And you can look for people who want that, and then you will be matched with people who also are okay with that type of a thing. And so it just does a much better job of taking into account all of the potential different things that people want. If you want to do something crazy, you can find a team that will want to do that as well, and that is okay with you doing that. The only hitch is that it may take you a little bit longer to find somebody who wants to do that with you. But it still makes it possible. And so I really like this. I think this is a very good step forward. just because it really will help matchmaking become much more stable, much more consistent. If you want to play, all I want to do is play Ezreal AD carry, you can do that. But if you want to troll and play something wild and crazy, Heimerdinger or jungle, you can do that as well. And you're entered into a situation where everybody's on board and there's no flaming, there's no trolling. I want to say that if you say, like let's say you say that I want to play, there's a lot of saying there. Let's pretend that you have said that I want to play Ezreal bot lane. Well, when you do that, you aren't even given the option to troll. You are locked in with Ezreal, and you're put on a team that wants an AD carry in the bot lane. So it just places everybody in a situation where there's a lot less, fighting and clawing and conflict, but there's a lot more of people getting what they want. So I just think this is a pretty cool strategy. The big question in my mind is how they could potentially include something like this into a ranked queue situation. Because the big thing here is that it doesn't really allow for the traditional pick ban phase. Just because how does a ban work when somebody says they want to play a specific champion, but that champion gets banned in one lobby but not in the next, and it just kind of gets weird. And then you've got this weird thing where if it's ranked, what happens when your I don't know, it just becomes weird. There's this like blame game where you've got your organizer who maybe people will be mad at him. I don't know. It just is very interesting. It has some potential problems, and they would have to tweak it so that it could work for a ranked. Maybe they would simplify it. So instead of playing specific champions, you would go for a specific role. But then how do you include which champions are included in that role? And it just gets a little more complex when you go to a ranked queue situation. But I really am excited about this, and I think that this could be really fun. I'm very eager to try this out. And I also think this has the potential of kind of spotlighting some new metas. Because one thing about meta-busting picks is, something like a double AD carry strategy. Let's say you've got Ezreal mid, Vayne bot, Nunu jungle, and then maybe a Shen top or something, Leona support. A team designed around 2 AD carries. Well, that could be potentially extremely powerful. It's just that we never really have the opportunity to figure that out or to find that. It just, because the meta is a little bit more enforced because people expect you to play to it, it doesn't really allow for people it's very difficult to find 4 other people who are like-minded with you when you're matched up randomly. But with this type of thing where people are going into it together with one mind, it seems like it could really bring out some unorthodox metas that are powerful, like a double jungle or a double AD carry or something crazy like that. So ARAM, there's all sorts of potential things that this could go, and I think this is cool. So I'm going to leave this link down below. I want you guys to check it out. Leave your thoughts down below. Read especially this first post. Get an understanding of what's going on with this smart matchmaking system, and let me know what you think. I really want to. I'm very, very curious as to what you guys think about this, and I'd love to hear your comments below. So that's where I'm going to cut it off. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you soon. Bye.